we want to get started. Want to move right along, and first of all, I want to congratulate our 7 recipients. Last year we had 6, and this year we have 7. And each year we seem to be doing more and more. And we've got a great group of kids. It was very difficult. I'll let Mike Durgan and Bob go into a little bit about that. But the process was difficult because there were so many good candidates. But we're excited to have you here, and welcome to the moms and dads and family and coaches who are here with the kids. We're excited to have you on board. The 33 touchdown club is only 5 years old, and we've made a real commitment to trying to help some kids financially as far as their education. One of the main things that we have done as a club over the last, we're only 5 years old, so one of the main things we wanted to do was to help some people. The one thing with the club is that there has to be an affiliation with football. So the scholarships, and then we're able to help some people who were in need, who are football people, and I think over the years each year we've given more and more out to the scholarship program. So it's the dedication, it's the, it's funny because football, the one thing we all have in common is football. And there's certain things that you learn through football. And, teamwork, we hear these things, teamwork, dedication, motivation, all these things. But one of the great things was when we started this club with 4 guys, or 5 years ago, and now we have 300 members. It's all come together in that way because of the football mentality of guys committing to want to get the job done. I'm always amazed when somebody takes on a task within the club and they say, I'll help out. They don't go just to the limit, they go beyond. And it's great. It's just from the football training, the way you've been brought up, the way we were trained. It doesn't matter whether you played back when we were wearing leather helmets when I played, or when it was last year. It's the same mentality. And these young men that are here tonight, they've already attained so much of that. That's why they're successful. And I just hope that they're going to continue, and I'm sure they will, with that motivation, with the dedication, with the teamwork that'll make them successful in college and beyond. So I'm excited to have everybody here tonight. We're thinking that every year is going to get better and better, and this is one of our best nights because this is when we help some people out. So with that in mind, I want to ask our president, he's been in the office now for, 10 years? 10 months, whatever it is, Bob Scher.
Thanks, Bob. I appreciate your vote of confidence in the years and the time frame. I want to thank everyone for coming, as Bob said, and my main job up here tonight is to really thank the people who helped us be here tonight to be able to give out the scholarships to these fine young scholar athletes. Our scholarship huddle, which was run by Ned Dean, who did a great job running that. Ned wasn't able to be here this evening, but I want to thank him right now. He did a great job, and without him going after it and doing a great job in the huddle, that's really our main fundraiser. As a fundraiser, we always go out to the community and ask for sponsors to help us out. So I'd like to run down the list of sponsors to give them their due for this evening. New Balance, Legal Seafood, the Colonnade Hotel, Seaport Hotel, Under Armour, Zenith Helmets, the Fours, Cressa Partners, the Stockyard and Mark Manning have been very, very generous to us. We want to thank him. We run a lot of our meetings here as well. Bill Campbell, Phil Hoy, Kevin McCafferty, Chet Stone, Bob Scher, and Ned Dean. We're all sponsors, and I want to thank everyone very much for that. Over the years, how many years have we been giving out scholarships now since?
This will be our 5th.
Our 5th year. We have given out a total of $91,000 in scholarships. So that's a great job. Thank you very much. was our chairman this year and did a yeoman's job at it, and I want to turn over the program to him. He did a great job putting everything together. This is really, it's fun to do, but it is very, very difficult to do. It's not easy just to pick a group of kids out of 60 or so applicants. So I'll let Mike go over the process. And thank you, Mike.
There are actually, this is a victory lap. This is the fun part. It culminates a whole year's worth of work, and hopefully you guys will be interested in joining the club and becoming part of that work. But there are really only two difficult parts to this whole process. And one is getting the applications in. I remember on the Monday, we had a Friday deadline. On the Monday of that week, which followed school vacation, we had one completed application. I was thinking Haran was going to hang me. By Friday, we had 56. And on Saturday, I was driving around delivering. I met Bob in Hopkinton, so I could check out what the starting line is for my next marathon. And then your favorite. And then I matured into another point. I met Pat Daly, a former teammate of mine, and the place we picked to meet was in front of the Beverly Police Station. That was the first as well. So that was part one is getting them back. Part two was the night we had the meeting to decide who the winners were. In fact, if you all remember, we had 6 winners. Our meeting dragged into the point where finally the peacemaker, fortunately, was our treasurer, Ed Cronin, who decided that if you guys promise me you won't lose money on the golf tournament, I'll let you have 7. So we actually expanded by 1, and that's a good thing. We could have gone further. I'd like to thank my committee members, Vin Costello, Bob Horan, Bob Scher, Bob Lawson, Craig Primiani, Mike Cogman, and then particularly our first-timers this year, which it's hard to get in and realize what we're looking for, although when you start reading through these things, it's pretty clear what, I think Matt Oliveira said, it raises the hair on the back of my neck and said, that's a winner. If you got one of those, make that pile. But those guys were John Cleary, Pat Daly, Bruce McKinnon, Bill Tedrow, Paul Hardman, and Matthew Oliveira. A lot of coaches and players in the room. I wanted to share with you my favorite from all the applications, the favorite workout t-shirt, slogan, battle cry. Somebody sent in, success requires payment in advance. So if you guys are looking for a battle cry for next year, that came from King Philip. And lastly, I wrote down some words just so I wouldn't mess these up, because I did put some thoughts together. Football is only a part of the story for these kids. It's been as important to them as it's been to every 33 member. Just like all of us, it has served as a cornerstone for them, allowing them to attempt and succeed at so many other things. This whole process is an inspirational one. Our winners have not only coped with the normal trials and tribulations of being a high school kid, but in some cases, so many other potential obstacles. Yet, they found it in themselves to pursue excellence every day. They took it further and encouraged others to do the same, and made their teams, their schools, and their communities better for it. We live in a wacky world where reality TV makes celebrities out of morons, and many worry about the future. Trust me when I tell you, everything is going to be fine on that front. Tell that guy to turn off his TV and get down the street on any Friday night or Saturday afternoon and check out the stars in his own hometown. And that's what these kids are, and that's what football's been to all of us, so this is easy to do. Thank you all for coming. Was the only guy who kept me sane through the whole process, is going to do our first award. So Vin, my co-chairman, please come up and introduce your candidate, Rudy.
Coach? Paul? I'm pleased to present to you tonight Rudyard Rudy Favat. Rudy is from Malden Catholic High School. He will attend Sacred Heart College next year. In the process that we go through, it is, as Mike said, a difficult process. But there always seems to be one that rises above all others, and Rudy is one of those young men. Okay, some of the things that were said about Rudy in the essays that were presented to us. In my 28 years of coaching, okay, this was from Coach Almeida, who has retired from Malden Catholic, okay, Rudy had a contagious enthusiasm, which was the best he had seen in 28 years of coaching football. Coach Smith, to my right, said that praised Rudy as the perfect model citizen and what an aspiring young man should be. In Rudy's own essay, he talked about Charles Darwin's philosophy of survival of the fittest. He talked about survival of the fittest in the aspect of football, in that if you get knocked down, you get back up. If you lose a game, you come back next week, okay? In life, you must overcome obstacles, you must not be with naysayers, and you must always aspire to be the best. In academics, you have to work hard to get a great grade. So he recognized in his essay football, he recognized academics, and he recognized life. It was a different essay than many which we had received. Now, what is the story about Rudy that put him, you know, at the height of our favoritism? There was a family from Melrose, the Parker family. And the Parker family has twin boys, 8 years old. One is Ben, the other is Sam. Sam is neurologically devastated from cerebral palsy. And what occurred during the school year was Mr. Parker was diagnosed with a life-threatening heart problem. Now, this neurologically devastated 8-year-old had to be carried upstairs every night at 8 o'clock. Enter Rudy Favard. Rudy went to the Parker household every night and carried Sam Parker up the stairs so he could be beside his brother Ben, and near the facilities that he needed at night. So some of the other things that you know obviously go into the selection of a great candidate and scholarship winner like Rudy is his academic excellence, which was superb, but also his athletic accolades. He was voted captain. He was on the student council. There's many, many things that I could say about Rudy, okay? But the one thing that really put him above all else was, in the front page, December 23rd of the Boston Globe, Yvonne Abraham wrote a story about Rudy taking care of Sam Parker, okay? And that resulted in CNN broadcasting this story. It also resulted in Diane Sawyer picking it up at World News. And this was broadcast nationwide about what Rudy had done. So tonight we are proud, we are honored to present Rudy a $4,000 scholarship. And on behalf of our coach, Bob Horan, on behalf of the 33 Touchdown Club, congratulations.